So the squat position is a bent knee position, and sometimes the hamstrings are tight and restricting their ability for the full range of active movement. So we're going to do a lying bent knee hamstring stretch. Now we can put the towel that we used in the bear sequence underneath the lumbar spine at L3 to stop the low back compensating, but it's also a good idea to allow it to compensate sometimes, especially if they're a hyperkyphosis lordosis person where they're sort of extended here. We don't want to extend here. If they've got a sacroiliac joint, we don't want to put the towel here. We want to encourage them to round. So that's the difference between a disc injury and a sacroiliac joint injury, is when you're doing the hamstring stretch. With the disc injury, you put the towel to accentuate the lumbar lordosis. With a sacroiliac joint injury, if you decide to stretch the hamstrings, you want to allow the spine to round out, and that'll decompress the spine. Or just avoid the hyperextension in the sacroiliac joint lumbar spine, which causes pain. So the lying hamstring stretch is simply lie down. You're going to put the strap in the middle of your foot and what you want to do is bring the thigh to touch the torso, and the body feels that security. Now you can put a towel or a cushion through here just so that it feels that, and the towel and the cushion will absorb or compress as the stretch gets bigger, but most importantly it makes you feel secure, so it's going to let go. Now the leg position, that can change. So for a sacroiliac joint person, I would let them, or a hyperlordosis person, I would let them have the knee bent. If it's a disc person, I'd have the legs straight because I want to encourage the arch. So there's two differences there in our basic back pain. Alright, so just going to grab the rope, and then best to have your foot pointed to relax the calf muscles and just pull back. So I'm pretty flexible, but the knee is still bending. When having a bent knee stretch, the stretch is focused in the belly of the muscle as opposed to the tendons. We don't really want to stretch the tendons. After a very intensive period of stretching hamstrings with my gymnastics, and where we emphasize the straight leg hamstrings, my tendons have got stretched, so I've stretched myself into a hyperextension of my knees, and it kind of stays, and I have to remind myself to unlock them, otherwise that hurts your back. So we don't really want to stretch the tendons all the time. We really want to focus on the belly of the muscle. Okay, and then let's just do the other side in comparison. So we come through, and although I feel like a bigger stretch, I feel like the range of motion is bigger. Hard to tell from me, but from a side-down angle you may see a difference. I'm still connected, and you're just looking at the angle from vertical or the angle from horizontal, and trying to remember which is closer. If in doubt, and you don't have any measuring device, ask your client which side feels tighter. It's not always the accurate answer, but it starts to get them to start thinking about their body and making them body aware. Okay, so that's the hamstring, the bent knee hamstring.